Hello crafter, it's Atty from Atty Design Studio. Today we'll be making peony flower from shrink plastic. The easiest way for me is to start with a template. I print out a PDF template and I place a sheet of plastic on top to trace. You can get this peony template from my Etsy store, attydesignstudio.etsy.com. If you like a craft project like this, I recommend you check out the cute templates I have. This is the best way to support me as a creator. And for those of you who had purchased a template from me before, I want to sincerely thank you for your support. Back to tracing. I use a pencil crayon with a similar color to the object I'm tracing, so that when I cut out the pieces, the tracing mark doesn't look too obvious. Next is to color the pieces. I use chalk pastel because I love how it blends nicely. You could use pencil crayons or markers. I add a deeper shade of pink to the center of the petals to make it look more interesting. And I use my fingertip to blend the darker color to the lighter color. This is to create a nice gradient effect. Repeat this step for all the petal layers. To add more details to the flower, I use a craft knife to score the sheet. Then I move the pastel pigments around so that the details become more prominent. Now that the coloring is done, gently remove the excess pigment and remove the sheet from the template. The sheet is a bit dusty, so I am tapping it to remove as much pigment as possible. The next step is to cut out all the different components of the flower. I like to cut out a simple shape first, then trim. Use a hole puncher to make a hole at the center of the petals. This is for putting the layers together. Some of these petals are too big for my hole puncher to reach the center. In this case, we have to drill it with the craft knife. At this point, you should have all the pieces cut out and ready to shrink. Here are some of my tools. I have different tweezers and pliers to hold the pieces under a heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun, I believe you can use an oven. If you're using the heat gun, be careful, it can get very hot. It's the best practice to wear a pair of protective gloves. Now it's time to shape the plastic. The first layer of the flower is the bud. Reheat this piece again. When it's pliable, press all the corners of the petals towards the center at the same time. Insert the second layer of the flower and heat it. Try to aim the heat gun at the layer you want to shape. You don't want the first layer you just made to be soft again. Push all the petals towards the center and repeat this to all the layers. If you're using an oven, reheat the outer layer, then insert it through the jewelry pin while it's still soft. Then continue to shape. Lastly, don't forget to add the leaves. And voila! Here's our peony from shrink plastic. This step is optional. If you want your flower to be shiny and translucent, spray it with the glossy spray. However, once you spray it, you cannot reheat it again. I made that mistake once and it did not look good. Here is another variation you could do. I am swapping the innermost layer of the flower with a metal stamen from my previous cherry blossom project. You can check it out right here. And that's it! Let me check with my boss if it's up to her liking. Okay, I'll take it as a yes. You can turn this work into anything. I like a cute hair accessory, so I'm attaching it to a French hair comb. I hope you had a good time making this project. If you want more, check out jellyfish, strawberry, and other fun projects on my channel. Don't forget to click subscribe. Thanks for the watch. Until next time, bye bye.